Absolutely cracking weather. Oh, I can't wait to get out in this. Cheekers.
First place senior and in the whole swim classes, Beacon Hill Kingpin Hall.
Jersey don't want to stand still. It's a bit kit, isn't it? That's where we do all the silage in. Met up with Johnny T and Eli. That must be full extension. I don't think it's going to reach the top of the maize pit. I'm just putting the new pipes back on that Richard made up, or Andy made up from Richard's, and I put this one on first and I've threaded it on the outside like the old pipes were threaded, but I've done this one underneath this pipe here. I think it follows a bit better, and then I'll just cable tie it there. So undo that one and put it back on the other way. Time to hitch this baby off. Chuck a dung spreader on. Ready for the morning. Back from the dairy show. Good show. Oh, be quiet. Yeah, had a really good time. Lovely day for a bit of dung spreading. Guy's just on his way. Eli's just starting off. The old Albert grab with the Hardox tines, doing a lot better job on the digestate than I thought. I thought it'd all fall through, but actually it's holding it quite well together. Eli's disappeared in a puff of steam. Bit of kit this, isn't it? Four-wheel steer, six-wheel steer. Heap number 2, right up to the top there. Don't know what Guy's doing. That's the heap. There's Guy coming up. This is one of the fields. He lies down the bottom there. And the other field is this one. Apparently it's 42 acres, but it certainly feels like a lot more than 42 acres. Hey-ho, we'll get it spread anyway. So excuse the dung on the window, but we've got the trailers parked at a 40-degree angle to the heap, so that I don't actually have to turn that much. All these tyres grip at their best going forward, which is how the V is. They grip quite well going back, but mostly going forward. They don't grip on the turn. So if you have a spreader at 20-degree angle, at a 40-degree angle, you don't actually have to turn a lot. If you look, I'll get it to come at a bit of a weird angle. But when you have a 40-degree angle on a spreader, I'm turning from there to there. Literally 1 to 11 all day long, or 10 to 2, 10 to 2. The amount of people that put it at a 90-degree angle flat here, and so you come back, have to turn all the way around, you lose so much time and grip. It's alright on here where it's nice and dry, but on the heap we were on before, where it's just a quagmire, you're just asking for trouble and asking to lose time. So yeah, we can do about 15 spreader loads an hour. We're still on spreading, and I have just nailed a wasp nest. Can you see them all? Oh, they're livid. They're going to be even more livid when they go in Eli's spreader. I've told him not to get out and have a fag, because it could end bad for him. One thing I've just been thinking about, look how windy it is, right? You'll see, I'll just push this side up. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, it's blowing a bit of a gale. And wasps and bees, tiny little creatures. But bloody hell, they must be some strong flyers, because they were going absolutely ham. I had quite a lot on the boom here, attacking it, trying to sting it. I'm very glad I don't have any holes in this cab. I've got one little hole down there, but I'm hoping that's not wasp size enough, and I'd have to be really unlucky for them to find it. Yeah, it just goes to show how strong they are at flying. Oh no, there's still a few. Still a few. Maybe the nest goes deeper into the heap than I thought. You can sort of see them, the light's catching them as they're all flickering around. I think we've had the mother load anyway. Guy's here, we'll bury it in his spreader as well. Job's a good one. So that's the main heap done. 98.5 loads. That's some going. Not the heaviest of stuff, so there might have been 10 ton a load, if that. Some of it was quite heavy in the bottom, and there was some digestate in there as well, which soon weighed things down, but the majority of it was like dry cow bedding, I guess. Really strawy, a lot more strawy than our beef cattle bedding, on the basis that you're trying to look after the cow's udder pre-calving. So when we have cattle in for the winter, you'll see this year certainly, when we get into like the sort of the last month or so of calving, like just before calving, we'll really start bedding them up. Not quite every day, but it will definitely be every other day, and you really start getting through straw that way. Also, we'll be dunging out a lot more this year, probably every 6 weeks for the stuff that we'll be calving, just to try and make it as clean as possible in the shed, so there's as little bacteria as we can possibly get. Anyway, on to the next heat. Oh, guys parked right under the sun. I'm not loading that way all day, that's for sure. That's it. Guys off with the last load. Quick scrape up of the pad. I know it looks like there's a bit left there. But the other side of that, or all on top of this pile here, is everything they separate out in the cleaner of the dryer from all the wheat. Maybe I'll dry it up. See it just there? If I put that in a spreader and put it on this field, I'll probably get shot because it will come up in the next crop. So, just going to leave that there. Scrape all this up, tidy up. Guy's obviously going to shoot that down the other end of the field. Eli's headed back to start washing off. Job's a good one. Got a couple of branches we've got to move underneath that tree over there. You can probably see them. See them just under that tree. Move them out of the way for the sprayer. And then, yeah, we'll be out of it. There's some footage of Guy with the last load. With one of Mansell's spreaders. Job's a good one. That's how far away it is, isn't it? So yesterday we spread 56 loads, and in this field we've spread 138. So that was a couple of hours yesterday afternoon and then all of today. So in total that's 194 loads in 9 hours yesterday. And what is the time now? About 4 o'clock. And we start half eight till 4. So yeah, that's 194 loads. Just over 18 hours. That ain't too bad. With 2 spreaders. That is not bad going at all. I'm happy with that. It's a new record, I think, for me. I should say it is anyway. Oh, there's another tree down over there. Right. Bit of pruning up these branches. There's one over there underneath that oak tree. And then we get out of it then. Find where to put them. Just casually carrying half a tree. Thinking if I put it next to the concrete pad, there's a gardener just dropped off a load of grass clippings. He might take some wood home, or someone might come and log it up. If not, I'll come back and have it. So, rather than chucking it over the fence into the hedge and burying it a bit, put it where someone might actually use it. What with the energy crisis coming, old Eli's gone full Eskimo. He's got all the waterproofs on. What's that, like triple XL or something, Eli? Hey? Triple XL or something?
Yeah, it's
Downside.
I'm not getting wet, no.
Downside of using a spreader though, isn't it? You got to wash the bloody thing off.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea where this weather's come from. It was sunny where we were, look at it. Blooming miserable. It swamped the whole of the Vale. God knows where it's come from. Oh well.